energy and hydration.
Hey Noah, how are you, bud? What's up, Scamp? You guys are all doing well today? Happy Tuesday. Happy new MLC day. Hype, 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 hype. All good? I like hearing all good. Right on. So, shockingly, abnormally for me, I have already recorded all of my previews for all four new posters. So, I woke up at like 5:30 a.m. this morning for no good reason, and they were already on the accounts. So I got probably over an hour with all of them. Yeah, Ilya is really good. I'll tell you what, a lot of people I think are gonna undervalue Maxine, and really, really big on Maxine as well. So yeah, it's looking fairly toasty. I'm good, Tank Daddy. How are you? Hey Zandel, hey Telvin, McGill what's good? Reed and Child, how are you guys? I will say, if you don't have at least one Piper plate, you're going to want one even more after this month. Batista's great, actually. He's the best free one we've had under this format, HD. And interestingly, I don't usually like power gems. I feel like Batista's power gems are actually really good. Yeah, Chris, I really actually need like 8 Piper plates now. I think the goal is, since it's good on so many people, they just decided, you know what, we're just gonna make everybody need a Piper plate, so no one will ever have enough Piper plates. It just depends, McGill. It just depends, to be honest. I mean, a lot of people say a lot of stuff in this game, Child, and no offense to a lot of people, but and I don't care if I'm on the official channel, there's a lot of people that talk stuff that should not be talking anything because they know next to nothing about the game. Hi, Mystic, how are you? Like, next to nothing. So, take it with a grain of salt. People are stupid. Yeah, Macho Gear on the prize wall, that's huge. It's just a really good month. Yeah, Telvin, that continues to haunt people all the time, and it's going to be more. What's up, Daedra? Maxine is a great trainer. She's also a great fighter. I don't really... So this is going to sound funny. Like, I actually don't care about Indy anymore. I don't care about her as, like, a trainer. And I don't care about her damage with the acro, lady acros we have. So I don't actually... I'm not excited about India at all. I'm not bothered either way. It is nice we're finally getting some shards, but it's nowhere near... fair enough, Big Show. It's nowhere near enough shards, probably. I don't know. We'll see as the month plays out, but I don't care. So, and that's why I'll get her. You're not wrong, Zandel. It's like Hall of Famers. I don't know if there's anyone that hates Hall of Famers more than me. And I have all of them. Literally all of them. If somebody doesn't deserve to have Hall of Famers, it's me, and I have them all. That's just the way it goes. What's up, IK? You know just enough to get in trouble? Ah, hey, Jazz. So, yeah, Funk's really cool, actually. There's a few people that have some decent counters for traps, but I have no idea, Chris. But if they want to make some money, start selling some strap part bags or skill plate change bags for sure. Liv Morgan's free. That's cool. Zandel, I think they're all really good, honestly. I think, like, top to bottom, this is a very good month as far as the strength of the new characters. Hi, Boy, how are you? So interestingly enough, though, Batista, so this strap is a 20%er with no metals on it. I'm running him with MP down. This is kind of my favorite moveset. So everyone in the chat, I think, could run this. Super Stacy doesn't count any MP reduction, so it really should be Trick Stacy or Trick Steph, who I think everyone has. But this is the trainers for this, and they're all free. If this is Trick Steph, right? Or not Trick Steph, I'm sorry, Striker Steph. Anyway, any one of the 1 MP reducers. But this moveset for Batista is actually quite good. I would add a plate, though, blue to black skill plate, to load it most of the time. We would miss that on this board, but it's actually most of the time you'll get a blue or a black match, one or the other. So what's that? I forget the name of it right off. Bad Attitude is what I would put on it, but any color swipe to black would be fine. I don't have it this time, which is funny, because I was just talking about how I like this moveset for him. But it actually kind of makes sense to me. So the next turn, this is 8 MP, it wouldn't be loaded without a 3 match. Piper Plate was free, Derek, so you didn't have to give Scopely a 2-week paycheck. There's another prize wall where it was extremely inexpensive, if anything. I have 3 of them, and I definitely didn't give 2 weeks paycheck or a week's paycheck or even half a week's paycheck for any of the 3 I have. Just saying. So, anyway, not really important though. So yeah, turn 2, you can do the 5 match or the swipe into it's actually better, like this kind of thing. We'll do that. Actually, yeah, we'll do that. That's fine. Like me, I can cascade on just about anything. The power gems get really big here. They're 1.1 million apiece. And you might be thinking hit the finisher, but you'll lose the power gem strength, so you're better off just swiping. That was a really bad example, though, in general, for him, because, you know, I'm on the channel, so pretty standard for me. But he's really good. I don't, but, so, the thing is, Zandel, I like when people... Yeah, Chris, exactly. I like when there's usage for cards, right? So, like, if you're wanting a turn 1, like, killer build, Batista has a pretty high... excuse me, a pretty high damage turn 1 build, but it's going to involve Roxanne, Piper Plate, lots of high-end stuff, you know? And if you have that stuff, there's probably better people to put it on. Now, on the other hand, if you're, like, free to play and stuff, can you get some juice out of Batista as your striker? And the answer is actually surprisingly yes. So that's why I would say I like it the most for him. It just kind of fits. Sammy's making me look bad with it here, but that's fine. I also don't have the plate on and I'm talking and could have played it way better multiple times, but I do like his power gem set. It would be great for boss. I made it look terrible here. Don't worry. I'm great at that. Really, really good at that. So now at this point with Sammy, like, this is the kind of people you'd want to avoid. No, it doesn't. Yes, multiplies, pyro, yes, Jade Plate or Piper Plate works. Yes. Correct. On this moveset. That's the wrong one. Go away. Oh, where are you, Batista? It would be this one. Nope, that's the bleed build on this one. Which one did I have here? I think this is the one. This one? This one. This one? Yeah. So you could use the Jade Plate with that one. But again, like, if you have all that stuff... Yeah, he's really good for free. No, no need. If you want to see Maxine on Regal, Professor did a video showing it exactly the way it's going to hit. It's 610 million, so no reason for me to play it. I was actually going to do it during stream, but I was talking to Professor, and he said he had done one at Silver, and I'm like, you know what? Just go ahead and record it at Gold and throw it up, because people will want to see that. 610 million. I'll get you the link actually. It's live in the if you check his stuff, but he did 610 million damage. I'll get everyone the link. Go watch Professor's video on it.
So what makes
yeah, no reason for me to do it during stream because he has done it for us already. I would have been sarcastic with it anyway. Yes, child, that's the right play. Batista is great for a freebie, in my opinion. But yeah. They do, Chris. I mean, like, let's make the most OP character in the game even more OP. I don't get it, but that's okay. I don't need to. You know? I does not need to. It's fine. I actually am one of the weird people that doesn't like playing Regal. But boy, if you took his gear last month, one of them, the MP gear, whew. Most fun. For me, I'd say it's either Ilya or Maxine. I think Maxine is gonna... I'm actually gonna sing Maxine's praises maybe a little bit more. I feel like she might possibly get lost in the shuffle. I think she's way better than Jade Cargill, personally, for my playstyle preference. So yeah. And you guys know I love Charlotte, Showboat. I would take her up over Charlotte, too. And you know I'm big on Charlotte. And I'll when we get to Maxine, I'll give my reasons why. Very clearly. Alright. Let's do this again. Without me sucking. I think it would take 5 cycles to win at gold, and it should never be used competitively. Child. There is no one in the game, in my opinion, who I would use their sub competitively as a damage move. It just way too slow, takes way too long. That would be my thoughts. Yeah, Mystic, for sure. Well, Jade has a Cascade risk. Southside. 2-3 matches. That's a pretty substantial one for me. You know what I mean? Should have took the black match, because Sammy always takes black, and I know that, but I didn't. This is when it really shines, when you get your second set of jugs out. So the green or the black or the blue match, which happens way more often than not, is when this build really shines, in my opinion. Not that I can show you because I cascaded 9 gems. So whatever. I think, Kid Kelly, if you checked with your faction, that you would already know that answer. They tweeted it out a while ago. It's not, they just posted it earlier and they took it back. So there's really no mess. They refunded everything and took it back. There's no mess. They did not get rid of the auto update. It's simply not active right now. It's coming back. So, interestingly enough, it is extremely hated and extremely liked all at the same time. I love it personally because I'm lazy. But lots of people dislike auto open, which I don't know why. Well, I guess I do. I guess if you like hoarding and stuff. Yeah, it's okay. It's just, I don't really want to, like, my focus tends to be on the new stuff we got versus some randomly dumb thing in the, whatever you want to call it, shop that I don't have yet. You know what? I'm just not going to try anymore. I'm just not going to try it. Yeah, Batista's power gems suck. I don't know why I like them. Yeah, I'd say, why do I want to open them? I have the same amount of stuff whether it auto opens or I open it, so it might as well auto open it for me. Like, I don't have more by hoarding it. Like, I don't see the mindset. I have exactly the same either way. So, that mindset makes 0 sense to me. Alright, now I'm gonna just, like, not suck here. Maybe. Nope, whatever, game. You can piss right off. Batista sucks this way. Don't play him this way. I. What's hilarious is I bet you I played this build, like, not even joking. I bet you I played it, like, 15 times. And I never had an issue once. From the preview, before the preview, and then I get on stream and I can't do anything. It's mind-boggling to me. Whatever. I don't care. I'm getting very annoyed. Actually. Very, very annoyed. At it. You hope they move it? You don't like where it's at? So in this case, when you don't get your match, you're stuck having to hit your finisher, which is not ideal. What? Don't time Southside out. Southside's just joking with me. Don't time him out. Southside and I go, like, way, way back. He's 100% always joking. Definitely don't ever time Southside out. If it sounds like, yeah, if it sounds like he's being negative towards me, he's not, I promise you. Definitely, Southside's cool. Like, he can say whatever he wants to me. Like, and I mean that. Sorry, Southside, misunderstanding. It won't happen again. I got you, fam. It is true to brand, though. It is. Which is why I generally don't play these builds, and why I generally don't like power builds. Power gem builds and stuff, where you have to do matches and swipes and that stuff. Basically, Southside, wow, has carte blanche, as they say, to say whatever he wants to me. Anyway, Batista, if you actually don't suck and you play him right, he can get his power gems up really high. No, I'm getting annoyed with me, like with me playing the game, and the game saying no, Merrick's. I'm not annoyed with any people. So green, red is fairly strong. It's a shame when I misunderstood. Green, red is really strong. Like, it's strong. It's definitely strong. But you need a big strap. You need big stuff. People are gonna love it, etc. But it's not as strong. Like maybe no, we won't. They're not gonna give us a second Julius Scare. To the not sucking being negative. That's even better. It's good, but it's not like spicy. It's borderline. It's borderline with really good stuff. No, you're fine, Rusty. It's cool. I appreciate. Generally, unless it's like super duper busy, I typically don't. Unless you see I'm missing like a ton of chat, which is possible. Especially when I'm trying to do something and sucking at it. What the bloody blue. At least we got the blue match there, but... No comments. At least we got the match there. But this, you know, we lose out on a ton of gem damage. I also should have put this down. I'm not playing this anymore. By the way, because I couldn't play it any worse. It's actually pretty good when somebody who can play the game plays it. But I'm not that person. At all. I used to be, when you used to have to play the game. At least that's what I tell myself. But now that you don't have to play the game, I've gotten really bad. I'll just consistently pick the worst spots for everything. Two Bob does get you. And we don't have enough, sadly, to just swipe and end it, so I'll hit the finisher, which is not ideal. But this is also not strapped, like, or metaled up, which he should be, because he doesn't look right without metals either, but... Anyway, the power gems are way better than, like, here. Once you get them out and they're actually done what they're supposed to, like this tick is going to be big, you know? They're not 1.18 million. I just don't do it right, so. This is exactly how not to play Batista. Yes. We're starting off low. We're starting off low. Big tick energy? Yeah, yeah. Alright. I mean, everyone wants to see the gem damage build. I get it. I get it. It's really close to being really, really good. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Final Boss Rock does what he should do, but he also wasn't free, right? Like free. Whereas everybody that plays the game gets Batista, so that's like free. Final Boss Rock was free, but not free, if that makes sense. I think it depends what you like and how you play the game and what you have on your roster. So again, I try and more think of it like realistically. Realistically, I think if you can run the best stuff for this moveset that I'm going to show you right here, you're not going to use that stuff on Batista. Unless you're like a huge Batista mark. That's realistic to me. Is he very good? Much more damage? Much quicker than Rock? Yes. But I think that people capable of setting Batista up that way won't, if that makes sense. Whereas Rock, most people at this point have the subplate, like Ronda's Jacket subplate, and you can run the trainers on Rock, right? So, but then on Batista, you can also run the Power Gem stuff because you don't really need anything, blah, 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 right? I mean, like, if you have Sherry, Roxanne, Brett, Santa, Jade Plate, 100% strap on a Ruthless Aggression, or Piper Plate on Ruthless Aggression, you're probably not putting all of that on Batista. Probably, unless you're a Mark, right? Or maybe during 99 MP. But, I mean, if you want to see it, we can do that. Jade and Piper are basically a wash. It's basically the same. So you can run either or. No, I think Free Brett's better, actually. Or not Free Brett is better. Both trainer and fighter. I actually like Brett Chris. I'm probably one of the few people that do. So we got the hundo. This plate doesn't matter. This is good. Okay. Brett's an incredible trainer, but he's focus shards, so if you get him, you probably can't bring him up. Alright. So with this build, 2-3 matches would load it post 99 MP, like so. You only need to put one row down, like so. You can chuck your plethora of ×8 multiply gems. This is post 99 MP. $43 million with 100 strap. So 43 million is good, but it's not in feud. If people have steps, it's not going to keep them out. If you run Hollywood, you can get the multis twice. You can, but it's 8 MP. It's not loaded. So you actually can't. You can't load the 8 MP to start with. Unless you take Sherry off and run double red, which case we could. So we can do that, HD. And then you don't need Sherry. I actually like that better. Stinger. Andre's not enough, right? 4-6. Andre's enough. No, that was with the plate. That was with the Piper. That's his top end. Yes, I have previews done on all of them. Is Andre enough to be charged? And give us one more multiply? 4, 6, 1 for your turn is 7. Yeah, Andre will work. Andre will work, so we can get one more multiply with it. Andre's better. And I think it's actually a wash, just about. It might be a little bit better. Why don't I just do gem modifier? That's less to search. There you go. Already done. Nope. I don't have that power. If I did, I'd be sending myself shards all the time. Um, so we do pick up one on the so Sherry, they were 4, 8 with Sherry. So hitting it twice. Oh, we didn't put Hollywood on. Whoops. It's gonna be about the same. We didn't put Hollywood on. It'll be about the same. With or without Hollywood, but it takes 2-3 matches. So it's more risky as well. And it should be about the same, but people can run this that don't have Sherry, so that's good. I don't do gameplay well on stream, by the way. I'm sure you guys have noticed this by now. I just don't. So this is probably super boring for most people. There you go. Nope, you can't run Mosh with this and get it out twice. But yes, Mosh is good if you don't have Sherry. You don't do gameplay off stream well. Four green and 4 red MP on Roxanne. Sherry's way better than Mosh, but she's okay. You can do a 3-match on a 5-2, yes. Either way, you cascade. If you like that, though, if you get a 3-match, then you cascade all the way. So there is a downside there too, for sure. But you can, yes, absolutely. Oh no, you're room for 1. We're good. We're good. That works. I like it. I can dig it. Should be fairly... Oh, this does get... So this will... This one, you would want the Jade Plate, though. So this would be Jade Plate, because you'd get a double proc. So with the Piper Plate, the other way is definitely better. But Jade Plate, you would get a double proc. So we can try that with the Jade Plate. If you want HD. So you're watching the gameplay. You tell me if it's worth it to you, right? Like, ah! Like how? Like the best way, worth it is probably the worst question you could ask me, like, in a lot of ways, because I don't know what's worth it to you. You know what I mean? Like, if I didn't care about trying to be accurate with my answer, I could answer that. And my answer would be none of this is worth it on Batista to me. Because I have way better options for a Jade Plate, I have way better options for a Piper Plate, and I have way better options for Roxanne. Okay? And 100% strap for Ruthless Aggression, I don't have. So, to me, none of it's worth it on Batista. And I'm not a Batista mark, right? So, worth it is to truthfully answer worth it, that is going to be completely dependent on the person. So I can't ever answer what's worth it to you. Like, honestly, I can lie to you and make something up. But it would be not accurate. And I try to avoid that at all costs. Worth it? I can't tell anyone what's worth it for them. Now, Jade Plate, arguably, you may have more options on Batista than you do for other people, depending who you have. So this is a great call by HD, one that I did not think about, of putting the multiply gems out twice. So I think this is a very good call by HD and something I didn't think about. I'm just doing what HD told me, Bob. But then I think he thought about that after the fact, that the 3 match, and then we don't need NWO Hogan. So yeah, Brett's better, or Memrock if you have Memrock, but because this gives us 8 either way, we no longer need Hogan. Correcto. This is a better one too because we don't have many multiplies on the bottom row. So this is a better one in general. This is also gets to be a lot of clicks too, which, you know, me and clicks. But this is definitely going to be way better with the 2 procs. Nice cascade. Oh yeah, and then we got the green on top of it. So that's 50. So more clicks. It hit 50 with a really good cascade. With a really good cascade. Again, for me, the, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, but you can't run this free, child. Again, like, if you put this stuff on anyone else, they're going to hit, not anyone else, but there's lots of people you put this same equipment on, they hit much harder than 50 million. You know what I mean? So is it worth the drip to put it on Batista at striker? To me, the answer is no, but it is cool. I'm good, Corntal. Pretty good. I struggle in general with doing gameplay on stream, like on a preview one, when I haven't necessarily played him a ton, and because my thing is I interact with chat a bunch, and it's really hard when I don't know a character well for me to talk and play. And also I like answering questions accurately as much as possible. And I get super distracted or unfocused. So like when I bounce around from one character to the next, and I get people are super excited, and so that's a me. This is all a me problem, by the way, all a me problem. It's particularly difficult for me. Oh, I'm happy to HD. I'm happy to test them. Like, even if I don't sound like it at times, because I get frustrated when I don't play well. I get frustrated when I feel like I can't answer questions right, and I don't hide my frustration well at all. I mean, I think everybody can always tell when I'm frustrated. Like, always. And full disclosure, yeah, 50 mil is pretty realistic for this. It's slightly it doesn't take Sherry. It's slightly better than the Sherry build with Andre. Yes, I can show you as close to a free-to-play substitute for this as you can, but it's not going to be... If you're playing free-to-play, you shouldn't run this build. You won't have the stuff. If you're free-to-play, I don't think you have a Jade Plate. Maybe a few free-to-play do. You certainly don't have Roxanne if you're free-to-play unless you got really lucky. You don't have Memrock. So then you start going like Mosh. If you want a true free-to-play, I can absolutely do that. But like this one right here with doo-dee-doo-dee-doo, this is closer, but not even kind of free-to-play. Yes. Also, it is in the feud bags now, so you can get it. You made the right choice there. The strap is going to be hard. I don't know how many people have a good Ruthless Aggression Striker strap. I don't even have a gem damage Striker strap for Ruthless Aggression. That's an ultimate on Merrick's account, my personal account. So that's going to be difficult in general. Mosh is pretty okay, but not nearly as good. Yeah, move damage, not so hot. But at least it's an ultimate. But it's significantly less. With Mosh? That's not Mosh. I have this loadout save too, so I don't know why I just didn't click it. Ba-da-ba-ba. That's awesome, HD. Yes, I'm aware Roxanne and Bret Hart aren't free to play. I'm pretty sure I was just saying that. But Mosh is a Sherry alternative. And I'm also pretty sure I said you shouldn't run this build if you're actually free to play. That's what I, just let it go, dude. Let it go, Marcus. It doesn't matter. Correct. Nothing about, like, if you're free to play, you should play the Power Gem build. Like, 100%. You're free to play, don't play this. That's why I like the Power Gem build better, to be honest. Like, you need to be a whale to play this build to hit hard enough for it to matter. And if you can hit hard enough for this to matter, this stuff is better on other people. Like, significantly. At least my opinion. Which isn't necessarily right. I guess we're gonna do the double. Keep doing the double thing. I try not to BS people. Like, that's kind of my goal, is just to shoot straight with you guys. Although I come across as a jerk half the time. Well, that's probably because I am a jerk. But I'm trying to be honest with it, at least. Oof! Can't do that with Mosh! Mistakes were made! Mistakes were made. Too many gems. Too many gems. Whoops. Too many gems. Can't do that with Mosh. That's hilarious. You've seen me play other games. I'm not the best at. You've seen me play World of Tanks. You're right. I'm not the best at shooting straight. Okay, like if you truly wanted to be free to play, let's say you had the plate. Let's say you had the Jade plate. For some reason you got it, and you really want to run this build. And let's also say for some reason you have 100% strap. And then you want me to run free to play trainers. 17k Santa's not free to play. Honest Jerk is pretty accurate, yeah. Then you can't run Mosh because you need to get 6 MP because you don't have 17k Santa. So you're just running green moves and 2 green MP. No one has multiply. He's certainly not free to play. So, I mean, Bailey might be, but it's whatever. Who cares? It's green MP. That's fine. And then we can change this to Ozzy, who's free to play. So if for some reason, I could swear I used Ozzy on him. Maybe not. So many characters today. We do not. Green is the one we're missing. Purple is NOD Rock, and we are missing green. I can tell you this is not going to be impressive, but we are going to run it for the people. And then I suppose Becky's not free. Probably Lacey at 20% green is better than Miz at 15% multiply for sure. So there's free to play. And we will only have 1 red MP. And we need 8, so we need to make a 7 match, or a 4 and a 3, or a 5 and something. Z Gunther is not free to play. It depends who you pick. Zombie month, and he's 30% to multiplies, but she's 20% to all greens, and there's more greens than multiplies, so it's probably similar. Anyway, so if you wanted the free to play on this, it would look something like this. And like I said, for some reason, if you have the Jade plate and you have 100% strap, but if you really want actual free to play, you would need to do this. 4, 5. Is that better, maybe? Oof. This is a cascade waiting to happen. There's 8. Alright, we're good. Unfortunately, this happened, so I go like this. Why not this time? And do this. Okay, and then we'll do this and probably hit for like 20 million is my guess. Maybe 25? 20 million. It does recycle, and it hits for 20 mil. So at this point, I think you're just way better off using the power gems, to be honest. It feels like you're setting yourself up for a lot of work to not hit very hard. Any surprises so far? Batista's good. Maxine, I think, to me, is the big surprise. I think she's amazing. She's my favorite Lady Showboat now. And that's saying something considering how much I like Flair. And Dragunov is just, he's pretty special tech. On this build, Jade Plate, with like free-to-play trainers, it's adding some, but not a ton, correct? At gold, though, probably more like 4 or 5 million. You really, if you don't have the Jade Plate and 100% strap, like with you having a move damage strap, you should run the power gems. No, he's not Tech Charlotte. He's different for sure. I'll play Dragunov last, but he's different for sure. He's super good. He's probably, in my opinion, the best tech in the game, I would say. So yeah. Oh yeah, he's way better than Miz. That's not close. Miz hits hard, but he's super cascadey, you know? Second time through, you don't need to worry about all the nonsense, though. So the recycle on this is quite nice. There is that. That's a nice bonus. Yes. Both, Ela, and I think Maxine both look great, actually. They both look like themselves. What's up, Arcade? Okay, so yeah, Batista's, like, really good. He's right on the edge of being, like top-notch with great stuff, so I honestly think that's a good spot. No, I'll probably post 3 tonight and 1 tomorrow. I don't like posting 4 videos in a day. I really don't even like posting 3 videos in a day. That's like too much for me. So I think he's really good. I think he's right on the edge of, but like, so powerhouse strikers that can do like 50 million with awesome stuff, right? 100% strap, crazy plate. When you look at strikers that can do more than 50 million with like optimal setups, Bray, Bam Bam with this moment can, Braun middle lane can, Ali's ridiculous, Bradshaw with this moment and the right plates can go over 50. Seth hits way harder, for example, with all of his stuff. Funk hits harder, right? Less clicks and hits harder as well. Zombie Sammy hits way harder. DDP, if you want to go Judgment Day, drip plate, swipe and hits harder with no chance of losing for sure. Angle off the sub hits way harder. I don't like subs, but you see there's a risk with the 3. Brett hits harder, in my opinion. Pretty sure the way I have Brett set up hits harder. Vader will hit harder if you have like whatchamacallit thingy plate in a big strap, like 100 strap, and the TikTok plate, whatever the heck it's called. Andre hits harder for sure with the moment, and the Jade plate way harder. Rocker hits harder, right? Like so, like Rocker with the Jade plate hits very hard. There's just a lot. Striker has a ton of people that can hit hard. So it's hard for me to say like you should invest that. But if you're a Batista mark, I mean, like go ahead, right? I don't know if he gets quite to 50 million, but Loomis might get close to 50 million. LA Nightplate definitely helps. Noah, I haven't tested it out fully at gold. Maybe next stream we can play Funk at gold. I would like doing that anyway because I'm a big Terry Funk fan. So yeah, I mean, like he's good. He's definitely good though, and it's awesome we're having this conversation about the free card, right? So, hi, stay-at-home veteran. How are you? What's up, Sean? So I think he's very good. Um, but he's not like to me in the like upper tier of strikers. But he's certainly usable. But that's why I think I like the power gem set more because I think realistically, if I were to tell people that would use Batista to run him like the way that's on my screen, right? Like one of these two ways. Realistically, if I say, hey, run Batista this way, it's his best build, they're not going to be able to run this at all. The majority of people that would play him. And then they're going to go run and hit for like 15 million. They're going to be like, what the heck, Merrick? So you know what I mean? So I do think his best build is the power gem build for the people that are going to use him, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Maybe I'm crazy, but that's how I tend to look at these things, and my brain like really doesn't let me get off of that sometimes. Now, if he was hitting for like 70 million, 80 million, then by all means I'd be like, yeah, run this build. During 99 MP though, do you guys want to see what 99 MP is like HD with like Mosh and Sherry like one click or you know what I mean, like super fast kind of thing? Do you want to see what that's going to look like during 99 MP? Because I think people will love him during 99 MP, especially once you get feud boosts and stuff. I mean, I'll run one like that if you guys want, where you're not worried about the stuffs. I think it gets close to 60, 55 or 60. When you just go with all the stuffs. Yeah, I played the Power Gems crappy. I'll just tell you to watch my preview. Because, like, it just... I not do this. I don't do this well. I'll get better at it, probably, because I have to do it every month now. So I'll probably get better at it. And I thought I was all prepared today, but I don't feel prepared once I start playing, because I probably played Batista more than an hour. Probably closer to an hour and a half today. You don't need to put any gems down. Again, this is 100% strap, Jade plate, 99 MP. Pretty fast, easy. I think it's like 50 maybe, I think it is. Yeah, 52. So it'll hit way harder in feud, obviously. So that's pretty much Batista. Mae Young really has not a lot of builds. She has 3. Green is one of the better boss battle colors right now. Waller and Zombie Sammy kind of dominate green. And Ilya is going to as well. Really going to. Yeah, probably. I mean, I love my showboats, so. Although I love Ilya or Maxine. I'm gonna say Maxine because I think like she's gonna get overlooked because how like Ilya has a kind of a wow factor to him. That Maxine maybe doesn't, but like for my roster and for my play style, I think Maxine probably is my favorite this month for my roster and play style. I think that probably is accurate. everybody can benefit from a Piper plate this month. Also, Batista has 200% pyro gear. We didn't cover is the build that would probably work with that, because I don't think that build is very good without the gear, and I don't know if it'll be good with the gear. Personally, don't think it will. This is easily my favorite May build. The sub is big, but it literally would take 5 cycles. The silence build is horrible. It'll hit for 15 million. Maybe 18 million if you count your medals and stuff, post 99 MP with the silence build. So that's a very no bueno. The subs for the super sub will sub for like, I want to say 12 million a turn. That's 5 or 6 cycles at gold. Oh, I doubt the Piper plate will be free. If you do well in the midweek events and stuff, it might potentially be very low cost, but I would be shocked if it's even remotely free. They've already given it away once. I can't imagine they'll give it away a second time. It's literally the best plate in the game, I think. So, yeah. If you ever have a chance to get one, you should take the chance. That's just my opinion. But this is probably the build for May, because the sub is a bunch of cycles, although I don't think most people will be able to run that build, so you'll end up running the sub build. So we can start there. But not necessarily as a super sub, interestingly enough. This is great for people that don't have a lot of crazy stuff. This build will be great. Actually, probably. Maybe, I don't know, great. This is a stretch, I don't know. I shouldn't use words like that. It's not great for me, but I do think it'll help people's rosters potentially. What I'm saying. I'm just streaming. All right. We'll come back to that. Not someone else. Okay. So just for proper sake, I'll put the green move damage medal on for you guys. And what am I running with May? Which build is this one? Is that on the third screen, maybe? Nope, that's the blue finisher. Sub blue, that's the right one. You obviously can't run that though, free because Steiner is an issue. It does need 17k Santa as well, also an issue. So like May is not free to play friendly. What's up, Stuart? Just FYI. No, not even close. Rhea is the best, potentially, arguably the best lady in the game. One of them. It's not even close. Like, they're not even in the same conversation. Like, they're about as far away from equivalent as you can get. The Rhea can hit 3 times harder than May with the best stuff currently in the game. And May can hit with currently the best stuff in the game. Depends on your roster and what you want, Stuart. Ilya or Maxine. For me, my roster, I'd say Maxine. But Ilya's crazy. Both of them, those two are worth being excited about. Batista for free is really good, and May's okay. Let's see what May gets this month. Because as far as I understand, what they're saying, May is better than Becky, yes. From what they've said, the A superstars will get Voltron-type stuff throughout the month. We saw it with Tiffany. They tried to do it with Tiffany with trainers. Didn't succeed at all. They actually were worse trainers, in my opinion. But it did work with the plate did make Tiffany better. So we'll see what they do. So with this build, the Sub-A-Dub-Dub would be ready turn 1. That's what you're going to hit. This would not be anywhere near loaded. So you will hit the sub. Which, as far as subs go, Pyro Gems and subs actually make pretty good sense. Because generally they fall down. Which is what you want with Pyro Gems, right? So if they kick out of the first cycle, then you will have the finisher loaded on the second cycle. And this hits okay. Anyway, with the All Heart, this hits for 20 million after the sub. No, I don't think any of them sucks. Batista definitely doesn't suck. I think Batista has value. The second time through is where May shines in this build. Because now you get to hit the finisher. Bruh. And that's 40 mil right there. And that's something more people can run. But it does require 17k Santa. Alright, so... here. That is 100% strap on me. Yeah, it is. Good luck. May the force be with you. This is no strap on Batista. So if you're talking about free-to-play, and are they good for free-to-play, this requires no strap, no medals. Very, very available. Technically, you should put a legendary strap, though, with the bad attitude. So I'm just going to throw a piece of crap strap on so I can have a bad attitude. Because I have a bad attitude. Ugh. Move defense? What the bloody blue blazes? Or any plate that is swipe a color and get black. Gives you two options. Could be that one. Could be the other one. It could be this one. It could be this one. Let's just do Corporate Crown. I don't care. Purple or black. They don't reload on the prize wall this month. If you look at the prize wall feud, the props do not reload this month. Up, up, up. All right. Of course, I don't have black. If I had to do that over again, I could have played that better. But I don't get a do-over. That's no medals. And all free trainers. So I don't know what more you really want out of a free card. Like when you say you wish it was better for free-to-play people. Because, like, I really don't know more, like, what more you want. Like, unless you're saying you want them to just, like, hit for 60 million without anything. Then, in which case, yeah, that would be great. Because It'd be great if anyone hit that hard without anyone, you know? So I think actually he's pretty amazing for free to play because you can get away with next to nothing and still get some wins. It's not ideal, but it is useful. So I think they hit where the free one, like a good spot for the login and get for free. Yeah, May is like Wish Charlotte HD. That's exactly how I look at her. Wish Charlotte. So speaking of Wish Charlotte, so the other non-sub build that I like, but we'll need good stuff. Is it this one? It is this one. Turn this off. Maybe. Turn that on. Turn that off. Yeah, this one. We'll need the Piper plate though. I already this May doesn't have a free to play build. She needs 17k Santa, or she needs a big strap, and you can't load the sub without 17k Santa. Really, you can use this choose move, but it's not nearly as effective. So like with May, you can use the 6 MP choose into the sub and potentially run a super sub, but it's not real pretty. I don't know. Nikita has her issues too if you're free to play. So maybe this one with the sub is fine. But you can't really use the finisher at that point. So you're kind of locked into this with no buff, and you can win with this. This one though, you might be better off indexing the sub. It's just gonna take a while, right? So it would be you'd have to run like no 17k Santa, so you can't run any sub trainers. So you're running like NWO Ted, and you're running Woods to be loaded. Then you have to choose a 5 into 3 match to load that, or use NWO Hogan. And if you use NWO Hogan, then you lose another sub, one of the 2 sub slots you have. So you can't really index the sub anyway. So it's just not very good. Nope, Stewart. I'm going in the order of magnitude, right? Starting with the low and moving up as we go. So it just doesn't really work real well. It's sort of there, but not really. I woke up at 5:30 a.m., Joseph. So the good news is I got to play all the characters a lot. The bad news is I'm tired, but I'd say it's a pretty good day overall. I'm not gonna. This is just terrible, by the way. Literally 18 million at gold. Nothing is gonna make that good. Maybe if they have a moment that gives 1,000% silence gem damage, but it's really bad. So don't, just don't. That one's very bad. I can't stress that enough. That one bad. I've drank 2 monsters already. I probably shouldn't have a heart attack. Yes, Mae Young is better than Tiffany out of the box. I don't know if she'll be better at the end of the day, but out of the box, what's currently in the game, she was better coming out than when Tiffany came out. I think Tiffany with her plate is better than Mae Young currently, but Tiffany week 1 is much worse than Mae Young week 1. Does that make sense? Yeah. TBQ. It's a massive upgrade. Cool. Massive upgrade. The nice thing with this build though is it doesn't need 17k Santa. The 6 MP is very appreciated. I don't like 7 or 8 MP moves. You can get away without 16k Santa. It's not multiply gems. These are bonuses. The downside is, like everyone else this month, to get the most out of it, you're going to want the Piper plate. So I will show it without the Piper plate, and then I will show it with it. So the good thing is, they're different eras, D. Meyer, and they start with different trainers. That's the good thing. Later, Zhao. Dude, HD, I'm saying, can I buy some more acrobats, especially males? Not ladies. Let's not get that twisted. But how about some more acros? Yeah, Piper plate is so good. So this gameplay is super simple. It's completely Merrick's proof. I can't screw this up. Well, I can, but... I probably won't. So no Piper plate. It's going to hit, I think, like 30-ish mil, I want to say. There it is, 30 mil. And recycles. So that's not terrible. That's definitely better than Tiffany was with all the plates that were available when Tiffany came out. It's safe, it's fast, it recycles. Excellent. Right? So definitely better than Tiffany. And then if you put the Piper plate on, it gets better. Blind? Yes. Also, she's an aggressive technician. Good news is there's hardly any of those. So she's not going to eat up needed shards. I think it's just like Kaiser, right? Is there even another aggressive technician worth talking about besides Kaiser? I don't think so. Jey Uso is the other, or Jimmy Uso is the other one that comes to mind, and he's not great. Punk's focused. Is he not? Pretty sure Punk's focused. I could be wrong. But I think Punk, Dusty, and Cody are all focused. Which is also what Ilya is. Pat Patterson? Okay. Patterson's decent. I guess. 37 million. With no cascade. So, that's not bad. Poncho, the power gems, I think. Hi, Broken. I stream every Tuesday on the Champs channel at this time, sir. Benny loves Patterson. I never have played him since he came out. I feel like he's a little clicky for me. I know he can hit super hard, but I feel like it's a little too much work to hit hard for what I like. But Benny swears by him. I don't remember it being that way, Broken. I think you have me confused with a different streamer. Maybe, Amaranth? I know you're tight with Amaranth. So, my thing is, if they give a primary plate that is, say, use a yellow move, increase green gem damage, then May could get really interesting really quick. Nikita, Kaiser, NOD Rock, DX Triple H, Ronda. Yeah. So, what's the best move setup for Showboat? Miz, 6-star gold. Ooh. The one you don't use, Crazy Chef. The one you don't use. Who's Ryan? Broken. I don't know who Ryan is. Yeah, there aren't D. Meyer. Oh, Ryan Reynolds. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Who doesn't love Ryan Reynolds? So yeah, May's not bad. She's pretty close out of the box, but not quite there. So let's see what she gets. But it does take big stuff. Any questions about May? Anything else you guys want to see before I move on? Yes. 200, just, Musad. I would recommend, if you didn't watch it, to watch this video, because it'll show you exactly how little 200% gem damage means at gold. at any level, but it means more at gold than any of the other levels. But if you haven't seen it, I would recommend watching this. It'll explain a lot about gem damage. Um, oh, not good. Broken. She needs great stuff to be mid with what's currently in the game. I figured I probably shouldn't say that out loud, Southside. Yeah, she's with Charlotte. Did you miss this, Broken? And this is to hit for 38 million. That's to hit for 38 million. %100% strap Piper plate. You kind of did, Southside, but that's okay. I love you anyway. Yes, she is definitely better than Becky. 1000%. She is the second best Lady Tech in the game. There's just a very large gap between Charlotte and May. And a gap between May and the rest, but not a big gap. All right. No other questions on May. We can move on to Maxine. I think we're at a pretty good pace. I've been streaming an hour and 12 minutes, and we're halfway through. Well, this is A tier broken. What we were told is expect A tiers at the start of the month with what's in the game to hit for 30 to 40 mil. He loves that computer, Southside. He really does. And then what they've said is expect them to get better. Indeed, Professor, halfway to giveaways on Professor's stream, who we will be rating. You can put a note and pin it if you'd like, Professor. I also plugged your Regal video. Somebody asked me to play Regal at the beginning, and I said, no, go watch Professor's video instead. No reason to play it. He's got a video. 6-star gold. You can see 600 million. Anyway, what was I saying? I don't know what I was saying. I'm just telling you, Broken, that's what you can expect from A tiers according to what they've said to the content creators. Of course, they're going to mess up at times, and we'll get better. Like Ozzy with the B tier hitting super hard, but yeah. Right. They're not. But I don't think they said they expect the A tier to hit between 30 and 40 million without good stuff. They just say 30 and 40 million. And I think they assume good stuff. But, I mean, like, if you want, you can probably figure out other people. So this is here just because he's new and he's 35%. Becky works and you won't even really notice the difference. Jump Shark packs. I mean, we can use Lacey here. Not good. Like I said, she's okay. She'll hit for like 25, 30 million. But we've been told these ones are free now because you get so many shards. So not good. You also wouldn't have 100% strap, so you wouldn't run this build, which is basically what I said. You need 17k Santa to be able to run anything. Like, this is the sub build is what you should run. If you don't have those trainers, but you still need 17k Santa. It's not a good situation. Mae Young is not free to play friendly at all. Just FYI. Nice, Mats. You're probably stuck running the sub build, Broken. With all heart. It's a 2-cycle win, but it's not good. Do you want me to run it one more time for you, Broken, if you missed it? I'd be happy to. Mainly because I love you. It's just all heart. The first cycle's like 20 million. Then when you blow up the board, second cycle you can use the finisher, and it gets way more interesting. Okay, fair enough, Broken. Um, I love you too, HD. Yeah, let's see. I mean, like, I'm a huge Tiffany fan. This isn't nearly as disappointing because I do think she's a lot better out of the box than Tiffany was. Hopefully, she gets something good, Bob. Like I said, if they make a use a yellow move, get like 50% green gem damage, then she's probably gonna hit for like 50 mil, with a super fast build. And ladies game, that's not terrible. And if it hits for 50 mil on a tour, she'll hit harder in feud. So let's see what happens. Um, but yeah, I get what you're saying. I feel like this is me talking here. I feel like the A's are a little undertuned right now for my liking. I feel like they should be doing 30 million with normal people stuff or higher, and like 45 to 50 with good stuff. Probably 50. Yeah, I'm this the really good stuff are the next two though this month for sure. Maxine is I really like Maxine. I feel like people are gonna sell her short. 4-star for the tours, probably just the bleed there, Gumsy. I would imagine the bleed at low levels is crazy. So just run bleed trainers in the choose red thingy, pyro thing, recycle. But I would imagine bleeds will easily clean up with Batista all month. My showboat bias is showing. Yeah, broken. And she's close to that, but not quite. Yep. Oh, showboats are the best class in the game. That's actually straight up factual. I believe she is getting love. I don't think that's a maybe. She is getting love, broken, as far as I understand, from what I've been told. So, yellow moveset is fine and all. It hits for about 25 million with big protect gems. But let's be realistic. If you have Santa Hogan and if anyone has any kind of steps in feud, protect gems aren't keeping anyone down. No, I've never said Powerhouse is best, or at least not for a long time. I don't think. Maybe originally? At some point I did, so I shouldn't say never. But showboats are good. Showboats and strikers are my two picks for top two. For the way I play, anyway, I think. Green move doesn't fit in any builds. It's literally there so people can be a dick if they feel like it, like in Showdown or something. But this has no place in any build offensively. It just doesn't flow with anything. Like I said, this does about 25 million. It keeps tour people down that don't have Santa, but I can't imagine it'll do anything in feud. This is inferior to this build completely, but it is runnable, but it's completely inferior to the buff. So really, the buff is where this is at. Right here. This is the juicy part. Oh my gosh, broken. And what's better is you don't need... Interestingly, Maxine is probably the most... No, she's not Lashley. Probably the... No, I don't like Showboat Lashley. The most free-to-play friendly of all the characters. Probably. Maybe Ilya, but I don't think so. I think she would be the most... Not that you're going to get her if you're free-to-play unless you get lucky, but probably the most free-to-play friendly. Probably. Maybe. At least in the trainer setup. I suppose I have to take this off to start. I never said she was free, Willbreaker. That is not what I said. There's a difference between being free to play friendly and free. Jeez. People hear what they want to, I swear. You can't have everything for free in the game. You can't have all the good stuff for free. Sorry. Suck it up. Dang it. Suck it up. Ugh. Yeah. Merrick said Maxine was free. Yeah, I know. That's what I said. I give up. I quit. Save your soda cans and buy a package. Maybe they don't. So that's 40 million without a plate. That is 100% strap though. That's 40 million without a plate, and that's about as easy on the trainers as I can get for you. So that's great. It also doesn't use multiplies and hits pretty hard without a plate, which is pretty rare. I actually think she's just Maxine, to be honest. She's not Showboat KO, because we still haven't put plates on. This is how it has been in the game for a while. $46 million. Right, Gumsy? I don't know. It's the most hated thing they've introduced, though. You want to see her with bracers. Alright, let me throw bracers on her. It does nothing. But I will put it on just for you. I know you're joking, Stuart. I'm just... Don't mind me. It's... The moveset on the right? Oh, yes. You can. There you go. Ah, why do I like you, Broken? Do you buy starter packs for the MLC? I mean, most of the time I have the discounted pack AK6, the discounted prize wall. If you look, I pretty much always have the discounted prize wall. Now we get nothing. That's right, HD. Can you do it with the viewer? Oh my gosh. I think this is why I have no hair left. It's not from working retail for 14 years or however long it was. It's from streaming Champions. There are there's a normal plate you can use. It's not going to help a lot, but there is, and I will put that on. Because when it works, it's a nice little bonus. The showstopper, what do we call those plates back in the day? I don't know what we called them. Swipe plates? Not swipe plates? What do we call them back in the day? I don't even remember. Bob will remember. Broken will remember. The match 3, break 3, make 7 ones? What do we call those back in the day? There's 57 million. They were swipe plates? Thanks, Bob. It's 57 million. It's Merrick's proof. It doesn't use multiply gems. It'll hit much harder in feud. It's pretty fast. That's harder than I can hit on a tour with Charlotte. It's faster and safer than Jade, although Jade hits harder, but Jade has a cascade risk. The downside is only really the Piper plate. I think she's better than Jade. I also think Charlotte's better than Jade. Because much faster. But I can respect your opinion. I prefer her over Jade. I also prefer her over Charlotte, though. Did I put that someone else? Why am I blind? She would be my favorite Lady Showboat, based on my playstyle. But I can respect your opinion on that, HD. What the there? Jeez. I don't like new car smell. I don't like multiply people. It's one more thing to look at. I use the jade plate on Charlotte, yeah. Oops, down here. Not needing multiples is very nice. I mean, if you want to see dangerous and hitting hard, there's zero reason to watch me. I'm the worst content creator in the game for dangerous and hitting hard. There you go, 64 million. I can broken. It's gonna hit the same as the moveset before this, though. So, I mean, like, call me crazy, but don't have to worry about multiply trainers. Don't need, like, the trainers on her. None of these are in super high demand. No, this is a feud build after 99 MP. Yeah, no 99 MP. With super friendly. So this is why I like her. Rhea needs multiply trainers. Kyrie needs multiply trainers. Like, most of the hardest hitting ladies. Jade needs multiply trainers. She doesn't. Charlotte needs multiply trainers. Yeah. These are not in demand anywhere for me. The only thing in demand is this plate. But other than that. Trish doesn't. Right. Which, why I think Trish is great, Ben. I love Trish. She's, I think, the best lady trickster. To me. And that's running her with a 10% strap. That's okay, broken. I mean, it depends. She hits for like 40 million without the Piper plate, which I think for a lot of people is going to be really good. But also keep in mind, this is with 100% strap, and buffs really need a big strap to scale. So the bigger strap you have, the better she looks. Right? So she won't look this good with a 50% strap for sure. Do you like playing her, D. Meyer? If you have the Ghostbuster plate and you have it on Liv, you probably have a better idea how she is than I do. I've never played Liv with a Ghostbuster plate. Like, in my entire life. I don't, like, I've very rarely equipped a Ghostbuster plate, even. I think I did for one stream, and I don't remember who I used them on. When they first came out, I had a stream, and they wanted me to use the Ghostbuster plates. I think that's literally maybe one of the only times I've ever used them. But my memory sucks, so I could have used them a couple times after they came out when they were still available. But yeah, I've never tried a Ghostbuster plate as far as I know. You did miss Maxine, but luckily for you, it's fast. Yeah, broken. For sure. So anyway, based on my playstyle, this, to me, is the best lady showboat, because she doesn't need multiplies. Can't really nerf the buff. In my case, if I can manage to get a modern era showboat off the prize wall this month, she would be able to share the Piper plate with Rex Regum. And I could just change straps between them, which would be massive. Same thing for Ilya and Tech Flare. So consider me all in on straps this month on the prize wall. No Trish, have Cora, Asuka, and about everyone else. I mean, D. Meyer, I think if you have the Ghostbuster plate, everyone would tell you Liv is the right play. I don't know if she can still 2-click at gold. Some of the guys in the chat, yeah, if I got the Trick 1 HD, I would do that. I would take Solo and Dakota both up, probably. Some of the guys in the chat might be able to tell you how she hits. Like, can she still 2-click at gold, guys? Yeah, she's really good, Noah. Really, really good. That's with 100% strap and a Piper plate, though. So, I mean, and now I guess the main event, since, you know, we're getting there and everyone's going to want to say that. See this? You think Trish is better? Okay, true. I think Trish is better personally, but I don't have a Ghostbuster plate. I've never put it on Liv, and I think the resolution would take a long time when you're talking about those big plates that chuck a lot, so... Lady Powerhouse. Yes, HD, I would agree with you. So Showboat, Showboat has 3 viable, very good feuding options. And Acro has how many? 4? 5? Acro's got Rhea, Kyrie, Shotzi. Help me out, guys. Who else can, like, turn 1 crush people at Acro? Is that it? I'm blanking on somebody. But that's at least 3. I know a lot of people like Becky. She can definitely hit hard. I'll give you Becky. This is a good one. Oh, Indy. Indy. Yeah. So there's like, that's like what, 5 Lady Acros? More good Lady Acros than dudes. Like 100%. 100%. Yep. Akron Emily's still the GOAT, though. Yeah, yeah. So, ladies, if you look at the roster, like, Powerhouse, really the best use for Powerhouse Liv, I've found, is just running her with the multiply reversal and just 2-clicking quickly and doing 2 cycles. You know? Naomi's great at Striker, but if you're like me, you can't take her up because you have no focus Striker shards, and you don't have her. I have 0 shards for her too, so 2 problems. Yeah, but it's still not ideal. Like when we're talking ideal, we want like really fast turn 1 wins. That would be like ideal, right? Naomi can do that. But yeah. No, Southside, definitely not. And if I did, I couldn't take her up anyway. So, yeah, ladies definitely could use Powerhouse Love. We don't need more good Showboats and Acros, I think, at this point. We could use more Powerhouse for sure. Trickster's pretty solid, too. But yeah. You guys ready for Dragunov? What's up, Pisces? Dragunov is really easy to like. Pick a build, and it's good. But I'll just run the one everyone is going to like the most, probably. If you guys are okay with that. Also, interesting, verified during Dragunov, which you'll see in the video. How good is Striker Batista for a free card? He's pretty good. Poster, don't find me, Furpo. For a free card, he's pretty good. He's usable after 99 MP, which is more than you can say about a lot of the free ones. Anyway, of note, I was kind of wondering or thinking that because you know how like I was thinking the Jade Plate might work on a combo move. So I tried him with the Jade Plate, and he was the first one I played this morning, and didn't realize till I was in my preview that the Jade Plate actually wasn't working. So, which I think is probably intended, because so Jade Plate will not work on a combo finisher move where the first set of moves goes first. I was hoping it would be like completely resolved, so Jade Plate would work and then buff your greens. Jade Plate does not work on the H-bomb, and that also Professor verified Nightmare Plate does not work on Regal. Same sort of thing, because the stuff goes on the stack. And I think at times people thought maybe Nightmare Plate worked on Regal. But those two things won't work. Even if they go off before, they're still considered part of the move. So his animations are great. Love the H-bomb. Love the H-bomb animation, by the way. So Jade Plate will not work, for sure, 100%, on a combo finisher. I'm pretty sure that's intended. We'll start with this one. This is the moveset I think everyone will like the most. I don't think it's how I will run him if I get him, but we'll talk about that later. But this is really good. So let's move the strap over. Do you guys want to see him without the Piper Plate first? Jade Plate won't work on a combo finisher, Bob. Right? Where he makes the... I thought potentially that when you made the 14 random multiply gems on part 1 of the move, you would get the proc from the Jade Plate, and then it would take effect for the second part of the move. The actual finisher part. I thought it would, but it didn't. And I don't know if that's on purpose or not. Do with that what you will. But yeah, I thought it would, but it didn't. I mean, it depends on how the move is coded. Technically, yeah, HD. Technically, it's one move. Right? It's one move, it just does two things. No, you're fine. It's one move that does two things, so technically I think it's still on the same move. Anyway, I thought it was good information to share, and I did, when you watch my preview, you'll see me talking about Jade Plate, Piper Plate, they're both as good, blah, blah, blah. And then I realize after running it, I'm like, wait, the damage is no different. Because I don't always test all the plates. In testing, I just use the Piper Plate, so I didn't have to switch it, because there's other builds for... Anyway, it doesn't matter. Long story short, it doesn't work. It doesn't need to. He's ridiculous anyway. 5 MP to load. I always consider this super premium. When you can get away with 1 MP trainer and no Santa needed, that to me is very premium. That always screams like legitimate S tier plus to me when you can load cheaply. So I love that, right? So you can do the Sherry thing with this one. You can do Mosh. Personally, I ran with Mosh because Sherry's in super high demand. The math, if you want to know the math behind it, he's making 14 gems at strength 10. So Mosh makes it 19 at 11, which is how many gems? 19 times 11 is 209 gems versus Sherry. Is 14 times 14? 14 times 14. 196 gems. So Mosh is actually better damage than Sherry. Just FYI. So, in really pretty friendly, right, on that. Let's run it without this the first time. So, raw dog it, as it were. And I guess we can put the green move damage medal on. Mosh is so useful as a trainer. Like, he's so underrated and undervalued as a trainer alone. Like, legitimately, he's very, very good. So yeah, this is a multiply monster that does not need Sherry. Is actually better without Sherry. That's pretty cool to start with. Doesn't need 17k Santa. Also cool. These are very, very good things. Angelo Casey, if you tell me, I will believe it from you. What happened? Are you talking D. Meyer, the not the midweeks, but the month long? So gameplay loop is really easy. You hit this, Then you hit this. Then you hit this. The moment one. This month I'm going for straps. Then you hit that. It's Merrick's proof. This is no plate. 70 million. You don't even need the plate on him. No Sherry. No Santa. No plate. What more you want? 70 million, no Sherry, no Santa, no plate. And, yes, the H-bomb is a crazy good animation. All right, Angelo. Yeah. Yes, Chris. The only way it would be better is if you didn't have to click the bottom row. Pretty dang amazing, though. Let's just run that back. Pretty dang amazing. With really fun animations. And it recycles. Not that you'll need to. Also, again, this is without a plate, right? So I don't even know that I would move my Piper plate to him, because I just don't think he needs it. We'll get to why this isn't my favorite set in a minute. 67 million. No plate. Oh, yeah, D. Meyer. Absolutely. Sorry, I will. Now, absolutely, D. Meyer. Sorry. Happy to do it in 1.25. Correct. Because I'm super lazy. And we'll talk about why. This is his best set. It's his best set, but probably not what I will run with him. But this is his best set. But, wow, HD. 1.25. So, bicycle kick, which looks great. Deadlift German suplex. Also looks great. Too much chance of a cascade. H-bomb looks amazing. Kablooey. I mean, like, yeah, he's really good, guys. Like, really good. Yeah, H-bomb looks incredible. Okay. Do you want to see it with the Piper plate? They really have. The S plus tiers, since they started this new thing, have been S plus. Yeah, you don't really need it. Like, you just don't need it. So you might as well keep it in your bag and use it somewhere else, right? Like, he's just that good. But how wild is it that there's a multiply guy that doesn't need Sherry? Yeah, I will, Noah. Doesn't need Sherry and doesn't need Santa. Like, did you, like... I mean, and you can substitute Mem or Gunther here. I think Brett might actually work out better than Mem at the size of these multiplies. But don't quote me on that. But you could run Gunther or Mem here. And if you didn't have them, you could still run... You want to see it with Lacey? Just in case you don't have a lot of options. Let's go like full on, like all freebies. Ozzy was free, Mosh was free, Lacey was free. Has Woods been free? Yeah, I think so too, Ben. I haven't like tested it completely. Like for sure, I just kind of use who fits. Yes, this is feud post 99 MP. 5 MP to start, D. Meyer. 5 MP to start. Gives 10 MP so it loads both of the greens. I skipped his entrance. I'm so sorry. Noah, I just do that out of habit. I'm so sorry. Like, he definitely feels like S plus tier. What's that, D. Meyer? It's really good, Stuart. 60 million even with Lacey. The best setup, I was looking around triple MP, right? I don't understand what you mean by that, bud. If you explain it better, I will try and answer you. Ah! The blue boost is not necessarily his best, but sort of the same reasons I like Maxine are the reasons I like this moveset. But it does need the LA Knight plate. Or probably you could get away with the Piper plate too. We can mess around with it a little bit. The other cool thing is it does take advantage of all of the new trainers who, pretty sure, at least for me, I'm not going to use Maxine anywhere else. For me, I don't think. Batista I probably won't use anywhere else, and I probably won't use her anywhere else. Probably. Maybe I will. Like this, but I don't know for sure that I will, because I don't use Regal. So 17K Santa would be in use this way, but this was just kind of fun to me in general. And we'll run it without a plate to start. This one, though, is way more random than I usually like. Might have to look at him, D. Meyer. You're not wrong. So, the buff is big at 450. Yeah, Ilya looks really, like, top to bottom, he looks phenomenal. One of the better jobs they've done. Whoever they did the art for this one killed it, right? So the blue pyros are 2 million apiece without a plate. But you can see it's random. Discus punch is smooth. So you can hit some lot of variants with this build. But that's 42 million. But for a lot of the same reasons why, and this is no plate, a lot of the same reasons why I like Maxine, because she's not multiplies, or why I like this build, LA Knight plate definitely makes a big difference. But this has a little more whaley setup. But again, like, I only have so much, like, how do I put this? If you look at this, do I have to touch the gem board at all? Or could I literally play this while I'm playing Fallout 76 or watching... Could I feud with this while I was watching a TV show or playing Fallout 76? You know what I mean? Like, the way I set up now is a little bit different. I have so many fast guys. Oh, I've never had it not connect, but it does have huge variances. But I have so many fast guys now. What I'm looking for these days is fast and lazy. So, like, I literally, like, enjoy binge watching something while I'm feuding quite a lot. Or, like, last feud, because I didn't need hardly any points, I literally was feuding while playing Fallout 76. Exactly, Ben. Like Cody, 100%. I'll run this a few times before I put plates on, because it is big variances. This is a huge miss. This is a huge, huge miss. And it'll hit for 30 million. That's about as big a miss as you'll get, and it's 30 million without a plate. Yeah, I just love lazy, Ben. I've gotten really spoiled. Nah, I don't voice chat. Feud is on the weekend. Mrs. Merrick's is home. So I don't do that. Yes, D. Meyer, but we haven't put plates on yet. So 2 plate options. LA Knight is, I think, the better one. Although Zandel. LA Knight's the better one. And it gets really interesting with that. I think so, Telvin. I don't I'm not a big fan of voice chat in general. Too many people talk. Once in a while it's fun. I had some really fun times in TNM during boss battle late at night. But generally it's just too much for me. 76 mil there. Super lazy 76 mil. Yeah, HD. So no, I'm in a great faction. I love 1%. It's perfect for me. Literally perfect for me. Ooh, this one's gonna be really heckin' spicy. Woo! Nice. No problem, D. Meyer. So yeah, this is mainly because I'm lazy and I have an LA Knight play. Now he never calls. I'm so sorry, Ben. So sorry. Um, I love this build set for him because it's super lazy. Merrick's is too busy talking to Chugs. No, we don't talk that much. We do text a little bit, but not that much. I think the worst I did with the LA Knight plate was like 50 million with this. It's just super lazy and it entertains me. I don't know why. This is going to be a bad one. Oh, it's still hit for 63 million and look how many pyros we left. D. Meyer, pick your spots right. Do you have me on Discord, D. Meyer? Usually the week that the shards are in the big amount of shards are in the contest. First set better? Probably. First set is better, but I happen to like this one more. Now, if you were curious about this, you have to lose the buff. So, I don't love it, but if you want to see Torpedo Moscow, here's Triple Blue. Definitely don't have a tech. I mean, I have affiliation, so I would use Julius 2-click because I think I have big enough substats to pull it off. Ilya hits harder. Julius is faster with the 2-click. I will use them both, though, because I have an affiliation. They both have their spots. Also, for me, he's going to destroy Blue Boss Battle. With put the bad attitude on, he will absolutely destroy Blue Boss Battle. Gotta be the best Blue Boss guy now, right? Maybe? Who else do you guys think will outdo him for Blue Boss? I mean, that's pretty cool, too. They always do no jugs on Blue. For Z-Ray, though. Every time there's Blue, it's no jugs. You haven't been able to use Z-Ray forever. Right? It's super annoying. Holy cascade. Jeez Louise. So I don't like this one as much without the buff, but you can do some things, but I don't like it without the buff, to be honest. It hits for, what was it, like 29 million with the Torpedo Moscow, but the buff is just much better, in my opinion. And then, like, you can't, I can't see subbing with this man ever. Like, you can run a triple green and, or something, but, like, yeah, why would you sub with him? Yeah, Noah. So I like him for blue boss. He will also be great for green. There's a ton of good green guys, though. So, Waller, Z Sammy, but he's got super great utility for boss. Feud, he's got lazy for me in either build set. So I see both me taking both him and Julius up and using them both, to be honest. Much better spread that time. Yeah, it's a great animation. Yeah, it's okay, Chris. It's okay. There'll be some feuds where I use him. Absolutely, Bob. I think I can two-click with him for without the Bubba's glasses. I think I can two-click with the subset stats I have for around 50 to 55 million. I'll have to see. But I think I can 50 to 55 million two-click. So I'll just use him against strikers and powerhouses and just avoid showboats. And I think the speed with the two clicks will be good. I think. Needs tested, but I'll give it a try. I like him for purple boss anyway, especially since I don't have what's-his-face, Muda. So I'm not out anything by taking him up, and I have tons of tech tokens. Tons of tech tokens. I wish I had the Bubba's glasses. And then if you guys wanted to see without the LA Knight plate, the previous build, let me do that too. Get some chippers here. Yeah, that sounds right, HD. 50 million two clicks on tour sounds right. It's going to be, you will probably, you have the plate though, yeah? Big. Yes. If Mrs. Merrick sleeps in on a feud and I feel like streaming, or if she's out of town and I feel like streaming and feud is on that weekend, yes, but I don't, yeah, 50 million HD should go at least 55 in feud, yeah? I would think. I mean, more if you max steps, probably, with a buff. The reason I don't stream on the weekends, though, is because I don't like having the weekend with Mrs. Merrick's with me yapping all weekend, right? That's kind of our time. So I just don't do it. Absolutely, Chris. That's what it would be. I can record them. Yeah. I mean, if you actually, I could record it with no sound, but I don't know if people would watch it. But if you really want to see me feud, like, nonstop, I could record it with no sound while I was feuding. If I happen to be at my computer. A lot of times, like I said, I'm playing on my phone, and then last time I was literally playing Fallout 76 with Mrs. Merrick, who was also playing Fallout 76. And then a lot of times I'll binge watch a TV show as well. But I don't like her having to listen to me yap on her weekend off from work. That's typically why I don't. So the buff move without the LA Knight plate, if you want to see that. I do, like I said, I think his best move set was the first one. And I just like the lazy one for me, because it's entertaining. What's House of Dragons? I don't know what that one is, Joseph. I guess I just answered your question. Oh my gosh, Chris. I've seen him two out of the last three feuds. And then there's the other guy who's not as well known, but also pretty known, that does it as well. I've seen him two of the three last feuds as well. Who were you going against? Oh, yeah, Sammy, because he's not a class advantage. Gotcha. I've never watched Game of Thrones, actually. I read the first two or three books back in the day. Didn't care for them. And I love fantasy books, and it was my friend's favorite book series. A little bit weird for me. The books were. Wasn't my flavor. Ooh, this is a good... Yeah, that's a really good break. Same result with the Piper plate. Mainly because it's also buffing the greens, but that was a really good break. So that's 70 million with the Piper plate. Also, if you're thinking like I'm thinking, there's two modern techs. Dragonlance books are great, dude. I've read a bunch of them. Raceland, and why am I blanking on his brother's name right now? But yes, I've read a bunch of Dragonlance. I have not watched Raw yet. I'm assuming it's great. How was the Wyatt Sixes match? You can. I don't read much anymore, Telvin, because it's a time thing, and I fall asleep as soon as I lay down. So I've always read in bed. Really, it was awesome. Yes. Yes. Sweet. And the match was actually good too. That's also important, right? Because a lot of times some of the storytelling fell flat when it came to the matches. So if the match was strong too, that's huge. Very, very huge. That's good news. Awesome. Right on, Spider Guard. Gable is really good. I haven't seen Rowan wrestle forever, so I'm pretty excited for that. I always really liked him when he like, yeah, Rowan and Harper, like, and Bray, all old school, like original Wyatt family. I really like them in the ring. Sweet, Scone. Sweet. That's good to hear. That was a big miss. That was a huge miss. So there's a miss with the LA plate. Or not the LA plate, the Piper plate. Yeah, I feel like they got the kind of the right people in place for this, to be honest. I mean, we know Rowan can do this kind of thing. Dexter Loomis is kind of feels like a perfect fit for that. Joe Gacy has got that kind of background too. And then, I mean, Nikki Cross, I've always preferred her as kind of like chaotic, crazy, sanity Nikki Cross. So I think she can do that super well, and can pull that style off in ring as well. So I think it has a lot of really strong potential. And who am I forgetting? Am I forgetting someone, or did I get them all? I mean, I've always enjoyed Bo no matter what he was doing, so I'll be interested to see how that goes. Pretty solid that one too. I mean, Dragunov's just good. Pick what you want to run, Pick a set. It won't be bad. Okay. Loomis. Yeah. Loomis he fits. He should be great in that role. Okay, what do you guys want to see? Kind of went through all the stuff. If people missed something, if I didn't try something you wanted to see, potentially I could consider it, depending how annoying it is. No promises. Five-star to get through the tours, Pat? You missed Maxine? Okay. 5-star to get through the tours. I would say probably just run the bleed. Still waiting for my star. But I tell you what, when I pull Stardust, you'll get a video. Probably just the bleed. I think honestly, for tours this month, it'll be weird because he doesn't have a sub. So I would just like load up on the bleed and go that route. Pretty sure you're not gonna do that, Derek. I think the chance, the free chance for the Piper plate was when they gave it away for free. Bleed 6-star. Oh, let me look at him real quick then, Pat. I'm sorry. Batista. Oh, power gems. Just run triple black. Power gems. You're good. 99 MP. Yeah, yeah. What am I talking about? Don't listen to me. Whoever, just load up on your power gem, people. Stack them up. Rack them up. Like that. And I'll tell you what, take the finisher out and use this move too during 99 MP. This is a lot of choosing. You can tick the board a lot. You can tick the board a lot. Nope, Derek. No problem, patty cakes. And Joseph, just like watching her. Okay, okay, okay. It was. Question. I mean, obviously, it would be great if we could have something like Ozzy every month, but it definitely wouldn't feel special if we had it every month, and then people would come to expect it. If they're gonna do it, and if they're gonna have it be good, I mean, like, it's kind of crazy to me that they gave out for free Ozzy, and if you played the game, you got him 6-star gold free. Assuming, you know, you were a decent sized roster and played the game. That's kind of crazy to me that you got him 6-star gold as well. I thought for sure they were going to monetize the 6-star gold fuse. Like, really. And even if you miss something, you could spend $20 to pick up what you missed, which is also kind of crazy. So, yeah, his skill plate, most people, at least in my faction, pretty much everyone got to that level in my faction free. Um, it was an insanely good month. Like, I feel like there is a lot free that's really good, and I don't feel like they probably would ever do that much every month. Um, Maybe you could find a balance though, where like 6-star bronze was free, monetize silver and gold fuses, and then if we could get a 6-star like freebie that was that good every month, that would be super cool. But what I really liked was the ring theme, the animations, and all that. Oh, I don't think very many people had to spend or did spend to get Aussie 6-star gold, but I could be wrong, Sako. I have no idea. They don't tell us. They don't tell us their monetary projections, so I wouldn't be able to tell you that. Who mentioned LA Knight with all these pyro guys? Because that's interesting. We could take a look at it. Is it? I don't know that it helps a ton, but let's look at LA Knight. Are you still here? Whoever mentioned LA Knight earlier? What do you guys think of the superstars? Nice, Arbone. Kind of have to, if we're gonna use the pyros, kind of have to use the finisher, yeah? I don't really see a way around that. Do you guys? I don't think so, Northern Mouth. I don't think it's weird. If we're gonna use the pyros. I don't really see a way around yellow. And we won't be able to use the trainers. We'd have to go dual MP Santa and be able to just run a coach. Right? Which would be Mae Young, I think. Apollo? I can look at him, Zandel. How are you doing, by the way, Zandel? Did I say hi to you earlier, Zandel? I can look at Apollo as well. Who else does a how many pyros? Um, well, they're the flat pyro. Who's got blue moves? And blue gems. Maybe would one of them work on Terry Funk? Because they have blue and pyros. Would Maxine work on Terry Funk? Actually, hold on. Eh, he does an area, I think, though, of pyros. But 18k flat gem damage isn't nothing. Yeah, I'm not gonna play Snoop. Snoop is super clicky, super slow. Zora already did your video of him hitting for I don't know how much. But I saw you already posted a Snoop video. You can go ahead and check that out. I'm not gonna play Snoop. He's super rare. He's super clicky. He's super slow. Not my style. Zoro's got you, fam. He's already posted it. Go check it out. I think he hit. I don't know how hard he hit. He hit for a lot, but it's not my flavor. Um, who am I looking up? Funk. Funk is 4x1. It's blues though. Normally, you're using Lex, I think, to make this work. One multiply is probably better than 18k flat. So yeah, no, not on Funk. Probably. Um, R-Truth? Doesn't R-Truth do snowfalls? I think R-Truth is snowfalls, yeah? I think this dingus does. Are you snowfalls or are you pyros? It sub leaves them. Not interesting. Uh, Pyro. Trickster Snoop, maybe. He doesn't. I don't think he has a buff though. Trickster, but he does pyros. He's like the original, wasn't he the original pyro guy? Pretty sure he was the original. But there's no buff here, so and his animations are slow as well. So no, there's. I'm sure there'll be a drip build with that though somewhere along the way. Yes, you already said I'm not going to do Acro Snoop. Zora already did your video for that, Zandel. He posted it today. I think somebody said he hit for like 500, 600 million. I don't know. I didn't really pay attention. I didn't see it yet. Um, probably also LA Knight played, I'm assuming, works on Snoop then. I haven't played Snoop in ages. If I ever recruit him, maybe I will. Oh, that's great, Sandel. Awesome. Congrats. I think I'm going to end up back at LA Knight because I'm just blanking on Pyros. Blanking on Pyros. Of who else makes a bunch of Pyros? Oh, the new perks for sure. Yes, you may.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. I mean, technically you could run Cody worse build with move damage trap Zandel because he's got a buff. It's clicky, but he can turn one people with Cascade Risk and a Sheik Plate, but Cody can do it. It's worse than his other stuff, in my opinion, but he can.
You need me for anything?
You can ignore me, enjoy.
Okay, because first day of Diablo 4, I don't exist right now, unless the house is on fire.
Okay, I won't talk to you.
Good, leave me alone.
Yeah, level your rogue up.
Thank you.
Smash it. Yeah, I also prefer new big. Tara.
I don't exist.
Okay, but Pat said you should have said I need you for everything because I love you so much. You just got the death glare, Pat. She hates cheesy stuff like that.
I did not death glare. Now I'm death glare.
I'm excited for you to enjoy Diablo. Enjoy your evening. I will actually leave you alone now. Probably won't, but I'll try.
You get a pass because you don't.
Yes, I did. You're welcome. Okay, she messaged me from work, guys, and she's like, Diablo 4, the new season comes out today. Will you log in and download my patch for me so it's done when I get home? I'm like, sure, I can do that. So I have a little bit of bad. Yeah, gamer girls are the best, guys. I'm telling you. Is there anyone else that has Pyros? It's true, Telvin. It's true. I can't right now, Angelo, but remind me and I will. That's hilarious. What about, does he have? I don't like Shelton. But he's low charge. Piper, but it's area? Okay. I mean, could we speed this up? We could speed this up, right? We wouldn't need Santa. I don't want to do the where you click it a bunch of times thing. I'm curious if it can be sped up enough to matter. Also, I'm pretty sure it doesn't make 8 pyros into red. I'm pretty sure that's graphically incorrect. Pretty sure. So it would be Maxine and Sting. Right? Close enough. It doesn't matter. I'll try it, but I'm pretty sure. No, 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 Ben. No, 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 no. You got it all wrong. No, no, no. I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to do that, Shelton. I want to do Shelton like fast, not slow. Fast. If he can be good, fast. If he can be good, fast. I don't want to cycle, do a bunch of nonsense. I just want to click 3 moves and win. I just want to click 3 moves and win. If it's possible. That's what I'm curious about. Can I click 3 moves and win? Probably not. But I want to try. And the multis are too small, but I still want to try. For science. One time. Let me have this, Ben. Let me have this. Shh. Stop. Give me hope. Don't be like that. Give me hope. What does this moment add, by the way? Like, what does it actually add? Exactly, Gumsy. See, Gumsy gets it. Thank you, Gumsy. Thank you. Finally! It's taken months, but somebody understands. +3 multi. Okay. Is this a 2 one? That's gonna screw everything. No, good. It's faction feud. Okay. But it actually is on this account. I didn't think it would be leveled. So yeah, just +3 multiply. Okay, we could simulate that after. It's probably not going to matter, but okay. It's going to suck. I know it's going to suck. But I still want to try it. Because it's 350% to tiny multiply gems and only 8 of them. And also, I don't think we're going to make enough reds. So there's that as well. I think this has problems on multiple levels. Yeah, those are kind of babies. This is such a bad idea. Yeah. Wah, wah, wah. Have to do it more than once. Dang you, Ben. Dang you to heck. That's terrible. Overwrite. Overwrite. They don't, but I want them to. It's actually not that far off, though. Alright, what if... Is it possible to get there with just a 3 match? One cycle... If I have to click one more move with the 3 match, I would consider it. Oh, no, I know it is, Dobson. That way, though, you'll cascade. Not too clicky, but you'll cascade as well. But one 3 match I would consider. 4 pyro gems into red. We can put 3 at the top. And you need matchy match for that, though. You do need Hogan, correct. And you also need a different plate. You need the red to blue primary. Right? Yeah, red to blue. Blue to red, red to blue. This one. If you can do it with just one 3 match, I would consider it, but I don't know that you can. Because you can only put 4 gems down. Or change 4 gems red, I mean. So I might have to tweak it a little bit more to make it something I would consider doing. So I would just do 3 here, and then I can put those there and make that one red there. And wait, we can only do 4. Yeah, that should be good. That's 4. Like that. I think that's kind of lucky. Yeah? Yeah, that should work. I think. This is way too clicky. I'm not playing this. For sure. 100%. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey! Look at that! Still too clicky for me, though. And those baby times 2s are sad. Eh. It's too much. Too much. Too much for too little. Too much for too little. Okay. Fine. Way too much for too little. And I know you can get the whole board and you can have big multiply gems and all that, but it's super risky. It's just too much for too little. Not a thing for me. Okay. Moving on. Yeah, because they would be times 3. Bigger. So, but still, even still though, that's a lot to put an LA Knight plate on and stuff. So, Zandel, also back to your thing. I think there's a chance Powerhouse Roman with move damage could still work at gold, especially if you have a Lion's Gaze plate. I know I'm a little late getting around to your other move damage person, but Powerhouse Roman could probably still work at gold with move damage. So he comes to mind as somebody who potentially could. And maybe even Bray? Question mark, but I'm not sure about Bray. Okay, I think that's it for like Pyro guys. Let's go back to LA Knight and check out that yellow again. I got distracted. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah. This is a hot mess now. Strap. I think it's the Pyro Gems were too random was my problem with this moveset, because I think I tried this with the Piper Plate. And I don't think Mae Young is enough to make up for that. And you have to start with the finisher loaded to be able to do much of anything with it, as I recall right. What color is he? He's making blue. There's this Kid's Lightning is not, it's yellow to blue. So that's not ideal. So whatever. I don't care about the main plate, I don't think. Entourage, we gotta use the 4 and the 4. You, apparently somebody was trying this, maybe at some point, but not all the way. Okay. Charge, Kofi. Kofi Kingston. Time is it? Oh, Professor's going to be streaming with his giveaway. So we'll do a couple runs of LA Knight and then raid Professor, and I will go get some food and then play Fallout 76. And then post my videos. Punk can do some move damage, I think. I don't know if he's good, but he can do some. Zandel, I haven't played Punk a lot since he came out, really at all. I would ask Broken from the faction about Punk. He's used Punk pretty religiously and can hit 100 million with him. I've seen the screenshots. So let's see if this is interesting. If it, like, you know, just grabs me and says, ooh, this is awesome. It is turn oneable. I feel like everything hinges on where these pyros go, though. Completely, you know? That's 4 million. This move we might as well just dip this move, to be honest. And just 2-click it. For 4 mil, we may as well just 2-click it, you know? Holy gear, Batman. Jeez. Calm down, game. That's not happening. We're just doing that. 24? No. Yeah, 30 million. Just, eh. I mean, with that many blues, we just go back to the LA Knight plate. Actually. What in the honkin', if you have his gear, but who wants to choose that many gems? I mean, I guess I do with Razor at Tech, so... That's half the board. One more. One more. That's... yes, one. Maybe they were onto something when they named this the LA Knight plate. No. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. What? That'll work. No. It's really choosy, but I mean, if you're an LA Knight fan, let's go all out. Let's choose 30 blue gems. What? This is gonna be stupid. Gear required. I don't know what this is. This is the most choosing I'll have ever done at one time. Kind of terrified. Oh my gosh, my fingers are already bleeding. Holy. It just doesn't stop. There you go. LA Knight. 60 million damage. Done. It just needs his gear and his plate. And Braun Breaker and Santa Hogan. There's your LA Knight build. He's decent now. If you want your fingers to bleed. Somebody should clip that. Yeah. Thanks for being on, guys. Appreciate it. We're gonna raid Professor. He's got giveaways, so get your free stuff. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't... As long as it wins turn 1, I could live with it. I just couldn't play it. I probably will actually record a video on that, just because it's very funny to me. It's not... I wouldn't call it good, per se. But it's not terrible. It's terrible. It's too much clicking. But I mean, I like Razor. And I will be on my stream tomorrow, guys. Doing Merrick's things, playing characters poorly, you know, all that jazz. Thanks for hanging out. I had a good time. Hope you guys did too. Go win some free stuff. Shark packs. Jump sharks. Go get your goods.